Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome again to our beautiful campus of North Carolina Central University. I would first like to acknowledge our Chancellor, Dr. Deborah Saunders White, who is extremely devoted to our students in advancing the mission of this university. I would also like to acknowledge Durham Mayor Pro Tem, Cora Cole McFadden, and also an Eagle, representatives from the Greater Durham Chamber of Commerce and the Convention and Visitors Bureau. Yvonne, raise your hands, please. Thank you. And also our university leadership team, if you will please raise your hand, stand so that you can be recognized. Our deans and directors, as well as NCCU faculty and staff, and then if all of our athletic department representatives can raise your hands. So they're all here, ready to go. We are truly honored to have the Prince Hall Shriners Foundation National Board of Directors here on our campus this weekend. When Mr. Clark reached out to us probably early summertime to discuss the possibility of hosting the 2014-15 Prince Hall Shriners Foundation Diabetes Football Classic, we were excited and started our campaign to be the university of choice. And especially since one of the other universities that could have had this opportunity is in the MEAC, we're always very competitive with our sister institutions, so we beat them out once again. The game date will be selected and shared with the public when our 2014 schedule is released. I strongly believe that we were selected to host the Classic for the next 2 years because of our exceptional programs in the health-related fields and cutting-edge research conducted on our campus through nursing, public health education, pharmaceutical sciences programs, and our BBRI and Bright research facilities. Not only is this an opportunity to assist in promoting their platform of raising funds and awareness for diabetes research in our community, but an opportunity to bring more visitors to our campus as well as enhance our ticket sales at the selected game for the next 2 years. We will always embrace the opportunity to welcome new visitors and fans to NCCU and the city of Durham, and I know that there are many individuals in our community and statewide who may come to the Classic because of the Prince Hall Shriners Foundation's influence in our community locally, regionally, and nationally. Again, thank you for coming to share in this celebration. We look forward to a packed stadium for the next 2 years. And now I want to bring up Chancellor Deborah Saunders White for a few words, and then we will introduce the Prince Hall Shriners Foundation National Board.
Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning. It is truly a privilege and an honor to have this great opportunity. I can tell you Eagle Pride will be amplified when we bring home victories from the Diabetes Classic. Let me share with you, we have an extraordinary athletic program that you know, and Ingrid talked about our ability to be truly competitive in your desire to bring a world-class classic to the city of Durham. But we have extraordinary students, and they could not be that way if we did not have the academic programs and the faculty to help guide their steps. So we're extraordinarily delighted that we have this opportunity to take our athletic program and our academic program and the research that will mean so much to our citizens, not only in the state of North Carolina, but in this country. Under your leadership, we're going to make a difference. We're excited to be your partner. We couldn't think of a better opportunity for us to engage, and we're awfully grateful. Thank you.
One of the parts of the contract is the Prince Hall Shriners Foundation's commitment to scholarship dollars for the university. And even though in the contract it does state for athletic scholarships, we are going to share these dollars with our nursing program, pharmaceutical sciences, BBRI, and public health education in the next 2 years. It is very important. We have student athletes that are majors in all those areas, but when athletics can do something to bring back to the university, instead of always needing more dollars to run our program, this is our opportunity to do so. Right now, I'd like to introduce to you to the president of the Prince Hall Shriners Foundation Board, National Board of Directors, Lula Lang Jeter.
Thank you very much. We are undertaking a great opportunity to come to one of our universities with our programs and assistance. We are so honored and so pleased that it's finally at the point where the board has unanimously or majority agreed, because we still have those other schools out there, remember? So they want to be able to go back to their universities and say something nice. But I'm glad that we are coming to NCCU, and I would like to present, I'm a new president. This is my first, yes, you are, Dr. White. So I would like to present to you a person that started with our foundation when it was only a vision, and that we have taken it and begun to make something out of it, because we have hit upon something that will assist and improve not only our students, but improve and work the health of many in the communities. And so we're excited about it. I would like to present that person to you who was our first leader of this organization, and he has really worked hard to make it work. You know, you hear work hard to make it work. So I would like to present to you the immediate past president, Oliver Washington.
Good morning to all of you. Good morning. It's just great being here, such a wonderful day. First, let me say to you, on behalf of our president and our vice president, Brother Harden, and we have the leaders, we are Prince Hall Shriners, Daughters of Isis. We're the philanthropic arm of those two organizations. We live and breathe to generate funds for them to do the things in our community that's going to have an impact and maximize life skills and the health and welfare of African Americans in our local communities. So first these are the board members we have here, and they come from all spectrums, all over the United States, different cities and what have you. But their main goal and objectives is to help us maximize the efficiency of this organization moving forward. And the main thing we live and breathe for is diabetics. Diabetes. Over half of you now standing here are not aware that you are pre-diabetic right now. And the most important thing about that, African Americans are more likely to have pre-diabetes than any other race of people, and they don't know why. Our sole purpose at this organization is to develop research to find out why is it that we will most likely to get diabetes before any other race of people. And diabetes is devastating. It is destroying the African American community. And by the time you find out you got it, it's almost too late. Why do I know? June 23rd this year, I just buried my wife. 51 years. And 20 years of her life was diabetes. 15 years she was on the dialysis. We didn't know it until it was almost too late. So what I'm saying is not a death sentence, but all I'm saying is we need to become very aware. And the only way for us to do that, nobody gonna save us from us but us. And we're gonna have to be the lead dog in terms of doing that. There's no better place to start that than in our educational institution, our historical black colleges, where our young people can get on board with it and become a part of the process and be a part of the solution that we're going to work with. So that is why we want to do these historical black colleges, and hoping that in the future we'll be able to do a joint venture with the HBCs in their medical programs to talk about this and develop programs and do research on a historical black college. We want to be able to generate enough money so we can do research. We can fund the research program, AIDS program, breast cancer, a lot of money for research. Research for diabetes, in terms of how it affects African Americans, they are so busy trying to generate money, they don't have enough time to do the research. I was talking to a gentleman who's doing the research for diabetes now. He said 75% of his time is spent trying to get money. 25% of his time is spent on research. Look at that for the AIDS. 90% of their time was spent on research. 10% of their time was spent on generating money. So we have to turn that around. That's what we're trying to do. And we come in here to do this football class. Yes, we want to play football, but we want to make sure that we become aware of what diabetes is doing to us. You don't have to weigh 500 pounds to have diabetes. I got diabetes right now, and I'm well within the weight limit. Take medicine every morning. We need to be very aware of that. So that's why we're here. And where's the imperial potentate? Is he here? Imperial Commanders, come here, please. Imperial Commanders, we have the Daughters of ISIS. She's our worldwide leader. Daughter Sadie Mitchell out of Washington, D.C. Give her a nice hand. So when they reach out and say we want to be a member of the Daughters of ISIS, she's our leader. They are working with us we work together as a team. You know, they don't walk behind us, they walk, see how she is? She walks beside us. So we're working towards that. They're going to be very much a part. How many courts do we have?
We have about 200 courts.
She has 200 courts and over 20,000 members in our organization. So she's very much on board with that. And our imperial potentate, where is he? He's not here. It's Homer Buchanan. He's out of Dayton, Ohio. 227 temples with over 22,000 members. So we got the numbers. All we got to do now is get to work. I'm a Hornet from Alabama State, so we are up there this morning. Well, you know. We
no ground down.
Yeah, we're playing Kentucky this weekend, so. But are there any questions? We entertain any questions? You can ask each one of us some questions here. Keith, I introduced you as Vice President.
Yes, but then
Keith's our Vice President, and where's Charles Davenport is our Treasurer, and our Secretary, he just stepped out for a minute.
Okay.
But we got one board member here who's very much familiar with North Carolina Central, Brother Hilton O. Smith, Senior Vice President of Turner Construction Company. He built the Technology Center here. Technology Center here. So we're glad to have him on board. And are there any questions for us? Any of the members here? Of course, we got our legal person here, Brother Downing from Louisiana. He keeps us straight. There he is. Imperial Potentate, you come forward, please. Homer Buchanan from Dayton, Ohio. He's the leader. He's the leader of the 200 plus temples. You want to have a say-so here to the people of North Carolina Central?
I'm only happy to be able to say that I really welcome the opportunity to work with our foundation in getting this goal accomplished. I really appreciate the efforts of Oliver Washington and also our president, Lula Jeter, for all the efforts they've put forth to make this thing successful. And on behalf of my organization, thank you so much.
There's any questions, we'll entertain any questions, I know, from the press. Chamber of Commerce, make sure we want to be with you. I know the name of the game there. You know, I was president of the Chamber of Commerce in North Chicago, so we're going to need all the support, and we know that that's what you're there for. You live and breathe to help bring these type of programs and projects to a city, and we want to make sure that we're going to lean on you, and we know you can do it. We need sponsors, and we need support from the local businesses, because we bring dollars here, and when you bring dollars, you know, it's quid pro quo. So we're going to work with you on that. Any more questions? Any questions at all? Thank you very much.
And we'll have you and Chancellor. And now we will have President Jeter and Chancellor Saunders White sign the contract that has been approved by both organizations and both organizations' legal counsel as well. Thank you, Chancellor.
She's the first. I'm gonna use your pen.
Thank you again, and we look forward to next year.